What's up everyone and welcome to the Legend of Dragoon PS5 playthrough. I will be doing basically a 100% playthrough, or walkthrough actually, because I know damn near everything for this game. It's my favorite game of all time. I'm super excited to play it on PlayStation. And one thing I want to go over before we get started is this. Look at this. You can access a rewind menu. You can actually rewind frames. And it seems like it's going to be pretty useful if you're farming or you make a bad move in a fight. But I'm actually not going to use that for the most part. You can use save states, which is awesome. But one thing that I really like is the settings right here. You can change it from default, retro classic, which is the OG, or modern. I'm going to do a more modern so it's not as blocky video. I changed my aspect ratio to wide zoomed because if not it would be this, and I don't really like having the black bars on the side. But if it does stretch the characters out too much and actually make the game look wonky, then I'll possibly change it. All right, let's get through this. Sorry, we let the intro play out, but yeah, that's my intro. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This is not my first 100% walkthrough or playthrough of this game. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll try to keep my mouth shut during cutscenes.
Great Commander, this way.
So, this is her. Put her in custody. Is this really necessary?
It is His Majesty, Emperor Dole's command to take that girl into custody.
Who is she?
That is not your concern.
Now I know those cutscenes don't have the best resolution, but I mean, what can you expect? All they did was port the game over. They didn't add almost anything except that little menu I showed you in the very beginning. That's about all they added. Now I can see up here in the top, there's a little black bar. I wonder if that's because this is technically still a cutscene type thing, or what? Maybe it's just my monitor, I'm not sure, but I do see it on the recording as well. I'm still debating on my final party. I usually go with Dart, Hashel, Maru, or Dart, Hashel, someone else. But I'm thinking, I really love Rose. She's one of my favorite characters in the game. So I'm thinking I'm gonna probably just keep her throughout. I really enjoy playing her. There you go. It does look a little wonky right now. You can see Dart and how like weird he looks. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just on my monitor. I won't be reading the dialogue out loud either. I did that, I think, in one of my playthroughs. My very first one that I streamed actually on Twitch. Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. I don't want to talk that much. I kind of just want to add some context on things, explain what's maybe vague, or give you all some know on where the items or moves or something are. And there's the first dragon you encounter, Fairbrand. I'm not going to do a challenge run of any sort. I'm literally just going to do a straight walkthrough. And I'm super excited. Playing my favorite game of all time. I revisit it at least like once a year. And I basically 100% it every time, but I've never played it on PlayStation 5. I usually have to emulate it of some sort. Yeah, you see like in the corners, it's not exactly perfect, but that's just because it's just a port. But it is what it is. You can't do anything about that. The models look so weird, it's so funny. That's also because I have it in modern filter. If I had it in retro classic, it wouldn't show the like disparities or flaws in the blocky textures as much, because it's played how it was originally meant to be played. The good thing about when I do emulate it though is I could smooth out the blocks, add a couple of filters on it, and make it look smack 1080p. It looks really good. And the best thing is it doesn't crash either. That's what's the best. I'm pretty sure everything was fixed for this game, by the way. There was a lot of bugs and stuff when it first released on PS5. I heard it was like broken. I can't even remember what it was. I think if you went Dragoon in a certain fight, it just didn't progress you. That's how it was on the emulator as well. That's the one thing that did mess me up. If you went into Dragoon when you're fighting Linus, which is arguably one of the hardest fights, in Dragoon form, Linus in Dragoon form, in her dragon, it just freezes up right on a black screen after you win. Super annoying. I don't know if I said earlier, I'm thinking my party's gonna be Dart, Rose, and Maru. I always have Maru in there because she's just a speed demon. She has the highest speed in the game, arguably the best character in the game. I wouldn't even say arguably, I'd say almost hands down. You can equip her and make her basically whatever you want. If you have her use magic attacks, she's straight up the strongest. I will be trying to get most, if not all, of the repeat items as well, since this is basically 100% walkthrough. Let's see, how can I switch the camera? There you go. Can't switch it in the beginning, that's right. I'm gonna also try to see how long I can go without failing an addition. I'm curious as to how far I can get. Usually I can get, I want to say to the end of disc 1 or the start of disc 2. Whenever I get Madness Hero is when I usually screw up. I hate Madness Hero for Dart. It's one of my least favorite additions. And one thing that I really, really love about this game, just like everyone else, is the addition system. You time your attacks and you get a combo out of it. I love the intuition of that and the actual mechanic It's so fun. It keeps it engaging rather than just press attack and the character goes and slices or does some sort of combo. Choose a skill, they do like a 3-piece combo with fries, you know what I mean? Like, something like that. Alright, I will be collecting all of the stardust in the game, and I will be fighting every single secret boss as well. Because there are some that you actually have to pass up on and then come back later in the game when you get your means of travel. And one thing to note about the addition system, if you don't know, you're a first-time player, there's basically power levels of the addition. It starts at 1 out of 20. You have to get 20 successful double slashes, and it will level up and become stronger. It will give you more damage percentage and more SP, which we will talk about later in the game when that need arises. If you're new, I don't want to spoil it too much. I already spoiled a couple characters you can play, but this is 100% walkthrough. I don't know. Yeah, this game is pretty old. I would assume a lot of people already know a lot about it since we have a cult following. I think spoilers are kind of irrelevant right now, but I'll do my best to not spoil something too far away or actually spoil something in general. Like, I'm not gonna say the main, like, I'm not gonna say the ending of the game or nothing like that. Like, that's just egregious. That's too bad. I don't see anything bad with the stretched widescreen right now. It's pretty good. And we are to our first boss. Now this guy, I'm pretty sure you can just either attack him or attack one of the soldiers and the other will run. I think if I KO this one, the other will run. Like 90% sure. Yep, that's all I need to do. That's awfully cheeky of you. Then he powers up, changes his stance, and gets a double slash, basically. Now with this, you don't really need to heal, you don't need to use guard. But one thing I will show you about this game is guard. If you guard, you forfeit your turn, but you heal a little, and you make it so their next attack deals less damage. I don't know the percentage of what it may be, but I also don't know the percentage of how much you heal. I think it's like 10% or something. Well, it's not 10% because 10%. Well, yeah, 10% of 30 would be like, I don't know, 3 or something. But yeah, see, the first fight is not all that hard. I remember being a kid and getting stuck on that. Okay, one thing to note: Volcano. You will sometimes get additions when you're not finished with the prior edition. I recommend, unless you're stuck or fighting a boss or something like that. Look at that, another trophy, or our first trophy, hell yeah. To finish the edition you're currently on. Never do them out of order unless you need one that has a higher attack potency, because they do have different percentages and stuff like that. This first edition is gonna be your weakest, of course, just because it's the very first one you get. Volcano is actually a decently strong one, but within regards to SP generation, it balances it out. Also, one thing to note about the editions is, to get their final edition, you need, I think it's right here is the Stardust. Yeah, right here. Stardust is right here. First Stardust. I will hopefully be doing a little compilation of this as well. You don't need to talk to anyone here, they don't matter. That guy there, the soldier guy you just saw by the purple character, that's basically your instructor when you were younger, and you can run through a tutorial. I don't need a tutorial. One other thing that I'll show later on when we get into fights is the enemy's defense. When you're doing your combo, you know how it said X to time your attack and do you finish your addition? Well, they can guard against it and it will turn circle. And it's more of as a surprise or to catch you off guard. If it catches you off guard, you mistime it or you press the wrong button, 1, you won't finish your addition, 2, you will get slung back and receive damage for it. There's actually one boss later on in the game that if you mess up your addition, he will counter you and deal insane damage. I won't spoil who that is just yet. When we come to it, I'll explain it. But here we go, the man in the hood, sort of the mastermind we're seeing so far, and then Frugal, this insane prison warden of Helena. Now, Frugal takes orders from Dole, who is a king. You know, we'll get there when we come there. I wish we would just get a remake of this game. Oh, see, he threw one of his comrades down. That shows you just how ballistic and off the walls he is. Literally insane. Alright, cool. Now, this is where you will meet your first merchant. I'm so glad I don't have to hold a button to run. Usually you'd have to hold circle or something to run. Click to buy something. This is where you can get some potions. Body purifier. A body purifier is what heals anything that affects like your body. Poison, stun, or arms blocking. Arms blocking makes it so you can't use a specific skill, I believe. Like you can't use attack, you can't use guard or something like that. Burnout is a no. It's magic attack, and then charm potion is something that you will never ever use, so don't even worry about it. And to be honest, throughout this game, I'm not going to have any body or mind purifiers because you don't have much inventory. I think you can only hold 32. So I will discard a lot. And as you can see, that little jewel above my head, if you're familiar with old school retro RPGs, that's basically the clock until you get into a random encounter. You can manipulate that in some instances. I'm not sure how to actually do it. And one thing, Assassin Cock, they should have come up with a better name for that. Assassin Chicken? Assassin Turkey? I don't know, you could have literally come up with anything else, but it's just hilarious. The monsters, some of them have some insane names. I'm not gonna heal yet, I don't really need to. These guys aren't gonna KO me. One thing I do wish is I wish there was a fast forward feature, that would be fantastic. And there's my double turn. That's where my speed comes in handy. Now Dart all around is a decent character, you can't get him out of your party. So as any normal protagonist, he's basically an all-around guy. He doesn't specialize in anything. I normally don't really use magic attacks with him. I'm more of a physical attacker, unless I want to use fire because that's his element. And mostly all of the characters' elements are portrayed by their colors. That's one thing about the old school games. Yeah, so that's the way to go. I don't want to go there just yet. Come right here, get this item on the top left. But yeah, most characters in old school games, you can tell what element they are just based on the color palette that they're given. He's given red, so you would think he's fire, right? Yes, you're correct. Let's go back up here. And now this is where you can manipulate the encounter gauge, I believe. There's a little stray cutscene up here. I think right here, yep, it goes red. So normally if it went red right there, I'm pretty sure you would have to have an encounter. But we got kind of locked into that scene and it avoids it. And here we go, a little Dart and a little Shauna. I don't know why they're out this far. They're in way far away from the village. Look at his little goofy smile. Now I might actually have to use a potion in this one, depending on if they get it. Probably should have healed outside. Because these guys have high agility. I'm at 7. I think I'll be okay. Unless, if I were to miss, I would lose more than likely. Unless they do 2 or 3 damage. Oh, they do 1, I'm good. Okay, I might be fine to heal until we get to the next area. Usually I try to save as many potions and stuff as possible just because I'm frugal with items, etc. I basically don't use any items till the end of the game. And there are items that can fully heal you, but you don't get those until you're further on in the game on a different disc. And I literally don't use them. They're called healing rains or healing fogs. Healing fogs is an individual character right here. We would get to an encounter, yep. Always, every single time. It's a certain amount of steps you take. But healing fog heals one character 200% HP. Healing rain heals all characters in the party 200% HP. Which is insanely good. Now, I was just at 60 HP, I went all the way up to 90. That's an insane jump. So level ups are really important in this game. I'm pretty sure the max level is like 60 or something. It's not 100 or 99 as it would be in a typical JRPG. And farming here is just atrocious. Don't do it. Unless you're trying to do some challenge run or like a no items like I did. Don't do it. Because the no items is perfect to farm additions for. Because you're going to need them very strong. Or an only attack run. Some challenge run like that. But here we are in Helena Prison. This is where Shauna's being kept. For some parts I might not speak that much just because I don't have much commentary to add. I'll do my best just to bless y'all with my extremely raspy voice. I hope y'all enjoyed this walkthrough, by the way. This is, I know I've said it a million times already, my favorite game of all time, and my most favorite thing to do is to share this game with people. So by posting videos or posting walkthroughs or posting boss fights, I can share it with a wide variety audience of individuals on YouTube or Twitch or wherever, and just spread the word of the greatest game of all time, in my opinion. I just wish it would get remade. This and FF9, my favorites. Now right there we're getting inspected. All you have to do is press X or your action button, whichever you have maps to your controller or whatever device you may be using, and you can avoid the soldier. Or not soldier, he's prisoner guy, warden, not a warden, but what do you call him? I can't think of the word right now. Whatever, basically an officer, something like that. We have to ride, but the merchant is stuck and snuck in. If only they were that easy, right? Okay, our first save point, and also quick thinking. There you go, another trophy. I have to see what all the trophies are. I'm pretty sure it's not anything crazy. Let me see, can I heal anywhere? I don't think I can actually heal anywhere in here, so I'll just use one potion. We should be okay. And let me show you the additions that I was talking about. You see how it has level 1 addition. I don't know what the add means. I actually don't know what that means. Maybe add is like additional attacks, like strikes in the addition. SP, don't need to worry about right now. Damage percentage, self-explanatory. Till next level, far right. To max each out, you have to get them to 80. You don't need to get them to 100. You have to get them to 80. And it'll have a little slash on the far right-hand side where the number would be. That means you've completed it. You can move on to the next one or whatever so wish. I'm going to just create new saves basically on everyone in case I do a challenge run. Something of that nature, I don't know. I wonder how people do their challenge runs because they complete them in like a day, do all their editing, and I'm just like, dude, how are you doing this? On my first challenge run, it took me forever. But also, this game, it's a lot longer than most because the text and audio is just so, there's so much text. It's just so slow too. So I'll show you my favorite camera angle. This one right here. You can change your angle so you can get a better look for your additions, and it's just easier to do. Yeah, Warden, okay, I was right. Just makes everything a lot easier. Now these guys are obviously leveled up from the enemies outside. If you hurt them, get them to red, they will use a spark net. A spark net will do probably 7. Yep, it'll do 7 damage to you, which is more than a normal attack. And yeah, the lower you get an enemy's HP, the stronger attacks they will do. If he's at blue, he'll only strike you. If he's at yellow, he'll start throwing magic. If he's at red, he'll start throwing magic as well. I don't know if they throw any insane magic at red, like maybe a party-wide fire attack. I can't remember what it's called right now. Or they'll just do something else. But Sparknet in the beginning of the game deals more damage to you because it's lightning. If you had maybe someone use burnout on you, it would deal less because you have an innate fire resistance. Let's buy 1 Angel's Prayer just in case. Now it's time to explore. One thing I noticed about this game too, when you get items, and by items I mean equipment, in an area, more than likely, that's because those status ailments or something that it is helping against is going to be in that area. Like if I was to get something that protected against poison in this area, more than likely, I'm going to have to fight something that can deal poison. Now, for right now, we do not need to go to the left side. There's nothing we can do over there. The elevator is actually broken. You're gonna come over here and keep going. By the way, there is no stardust in Helena, so you don't need to worry about it. Once we get to Bale, which is the next area, that's where 6 stardust are located. Let's go in here. There's an angel prayer and I think money. Money. Sound like Mr. Krabs, right? 50G, Angel's Prayer should be right here. Leather jacket. So this is what happens. You're gonna get the Angel's Prayer. Immediately when you come out, you're gonna fight both of them. Just a heads up. I did that just so I wouldn't have to keep running around. Plus I could get a little experience and some addition work. Thought you fought both of them. Maybe it's just this one because they count as individual encounters. So maybe as soon as I fight this one, I have to fight the other one, which would be a little annoying. I wish they would have just combined that. That would have been a huge QOL. Oh, this dude actually got 2 turns in a row. Holy crap, that's very bad. It's 14 HP gone. Now I should be at almost red. Yeah, I'm at 24. That's bad. Especially since I just used the healing potion and he basically just made it worthless. Well, I was at 6, so it did heal me at least 20. Let's see if the other guy's out of here. I'm gonna try to run. Okay. Counts as both. Even better. There's no items back here. Nope, nothing. Cool. Let's get out of here. Now, every time I walk past a save point, I'm not going to save because I know I don't need to. I know where every encounter is, and I know what guys I will be fighting in those encounters. This soundtrack is just so nostalgic. I love it. Oh my god. And it's so different. I remember the first time I got past that first boss as a kid because I couldn't get the additions right. I didn't understand it. I was like, what are you doing? Like, what are you supposed to do? Man, the first time I got past him and I was actually able to play the game, woo, it was I never went back. Also, this video is going to be a little longer than the others, just due to it being an intro. I'm assuming like maybe an hour and 30, something like that. Not 2 hours. 2 hours is a little too long. Once I get to a good rest spot or something of that nature, I'll cut it. But I'm pretty sure for the first video, I can get to like the 4th area. We can end it on that, or we can actually complete that area and end it on a high note. Now this right here is the main man, Lavitz. We stand Lavitz, okay? Lavitz Slambutz, head of the first knighthood of the Kingdom of Basil. I could say it Basil, but is it Basil? I don't know. That's one thing about old school retro games. They didn't have voice acting, or at least for the normal dialogue. So I just kind of made up my way of pronouncing things. And half the time it wasn't right. But most of the time, the other 50% it was. I'm trying to think of someone whose name I pronounced incorrectly. Probably like Titus or Titus. I'm still iffy on that. That's the whole Final Fantasy community though. No one knows how to pronounce his name. And at this point in time, Lavitz is a little stronger than you. So just keep aware of that. I'm more than likely going to guard with Dart because he needs to heal. Yeah, 10% of 90 is 9, so it's 10% of your health every guard. And it's your... not of your current health, it's of your total max health. So you can be at like 5 health, and then guard, and it'll heal you for 10% of your 100 max health. See, Dart's at 90. If I guarded again, it would heal me for 9 again. It's not out of your current health, it's out of your max, which is really good. Because if you're at 5 health and it heals you 10% of 5, like that's basically nothing. Like, come on. He's going to use a magic attack now. Yep. I think this will do 11 on Lavitz since he's weak against magic. Oh, it's 4. So he's strong against lightning, but weak against certain types of magic. I can't remember what it is. We love Lavitz, we stand. Now when it comes to Lavitz, I'm going to use whatever additions I feel like because I'm not going to use him in my final party. But you do have to use him right now. It's mandatory to use him. So, yeah, I'll just use the strongest one and it'll make life so much easier on me. I think Lavitz, Rod Typhoon I mess up on sometimes as well. Not Spinning Cane. Spinning Cane is his second one, Rod Typhoon is his third. I do mess up sometimes. Just because of the spins mess me up. He does like a merry-go-round type spin. Yes, another trophy. We've already got, I think, 4? We're killing it. Poor soul, that's just a skeleton over there. No items in there. One of these cells does have an item in it, though. I just don't know which one it is. And the little green things show you entrances. Green is just entrances or exits to places you can go. Yellow are inns or somewhere to heal. Or is that blue? And then blue are merchants. And there are 2 types of inns. There are inns that heal you physically, health-wise, and then there are ones that heal you mentally, which get rid of status ailments. So if you go to sleep in an inn with poison, you're gonna wake up with poison. You have to go to a different type of inn and get that away. I know I'm explaining a lot, especially if you haven't played. Referencing via not seeing it is going to be a little difficult. But you'll understand once you get there, promise. Especially since I'm just saying there's 2 different inns, that's about it. Or rest spots, whatever you want to say. I've been reading a lot of manga, isekai type manga or VR game type manga, and they call their save points their inns because they have to go to like a legit like hotel to save. You know what I mean? So that's just the verbiage in my head at the moment. All right. As you can see, Lavis is pretty strong. He's definitely an attack type character. Alright, now this door to the right is locked. We need the key so we can get Shauna out of there. This guy, don't care, run past him. That's one good thing about the enemies in here. When they sight you, they will have a sort of moment where they don't run yet, which is good because it gives you a chance to run away. This room right here holds some significance later on, but we'll find that out later. Also, I apologize if you're wanting to read. I've just played this 1,000,001 times. I don't intend to waste 4 hours on dialogue. And just because my encounter rate up there is red, doesn't necessarily mean I'm actually going to fight. Alright, so there used to be... You can get a little cutscene, just the security's tight. Alright, let's get out of there and go rescue Shauna. Yep. Now right here you can go to the left, which will immediately go... Oh shit! Oh. Which will take you to Shauna, or you can go over here first and maybe get some items, which I guess really doesn't matter, because you can just go the other way and get them. Yeah, all these people are just facing despair. They're just trapped in Helena prison. No! Oh my god, okay. Sometimes you can get trapped on their models and it won't let you move. Also, if you touch them, you won't trigger the actual encounter like I just did. They have to actually trigger it themselves. So they have to come up to you and then stop you. And that'll trigger the encounter. Now I'm hoping to get rid of this guy first. If Lavitz goes straight after me so that he doesn't use magic. And he doesn't. Oh, he uses it on Dart as well. That's unfortunate. I want to try to see how far I can go without any of my characters getting KO'd as well. Usually I can do pretty decent with that. Especially if I plan out my attacks and when I'll actually get my turns. I can do fairly decent with it. So what I could have done with Dart there is attacked the warden that just attacked. Got him down to yellow. That guy would have went and... Oh, no. Lavitz should have went and then he could have KO'd. So let's attack the guy that just attacked, because I know Dart will go next and we'll be able to get him out of there without him using magic. That's one way of kind of beating their health system. Harpoon! These dialogue, or not these dialogue, this dialogue, when they finish their combos or their additions, it's ingrained into my skull. It's actually a part of my personality now, if I'm being honest. Shauna! I have all this music memorized. It's a part of my personality. The Legend of Dragoon is my personality, actually. Anyone I meet online or anything, I'm like, hey, did you play the Legend of Dragoon? I'm just trying to spread the good word. This is when it gets pretty cheesy right here. Because we're meeting for the first time in a couple years since Dart was on a little adventure. I would be completely fine with them doing a second game and making it a prequel. That would be insane, actually. Because we could have a lot of fights and possibly wars, like full-blown war, and see what things were like back then. And by that I mean structures, technology, everything that was destroyed and made ruins. Oh boy, that would be insane. Comment below if you want to see this game remade or have a sequel, prequel, a second game, basically. If this was remade, that would be lit, but they would have to keep everything the same. Like, if they changed anything, I would be freaking furious. Unless it was quality of life changes that actually made sense, then that's different. But if it was like changing the combination system or something of that nature, oh my god, I would be furious. They could add more things like different bosses or maybe even stronger additions or magic attacks or different items or equipment. I'd be fine with that. Adding items, anything like that, cool. Just do not take away. Please do not take away. Or changing any of the core mechanics. Because then essentially you're just making a different game in my opinion. Like they did with FF7, the remake. And I'm not saying that game's bad because it's not. It's just definitely completely different than what I thought it would be. Square Enix is kind of leaning against turn-based RPGs. And like Final Fantasy 16 showed that, which I'm not hating on because Final Fantasy 16 was fantastic. I still have yet to finish it, and I honestly have no idea if I ever will. Just because of me having to actually commit and just me wanting to 100% it because I'm just the worst person alive. But yeah, like Persona does really well, and that's a turn-based RPG. So I don't know if Square Enix just doesn't want to go back to turn-based. I really wish they would. But I understand the limitations of turn-based and how maybe tedious or boring it could be due to like the new wanting to implement new things and just innovate and just be new, come up with all this cool stuff. But my one example is Persona. Persona is thriving. It has so many fans, and they kill it with the turn-based. Absolutely kill it, just with all the options you can do, as well as the art style, and the story is good too. So I mean, if you just add something to compensate maybe for the turn-based, or just multiple options and things to do for the turn-based, I feel like you could make a hit. But that's just me, and I'm not a game developer. I'm just someone who plays them and makes videos. Oh, look at this guy. We're gonna go around him. So I think there is a door right here. Yes. We're gonna go in here. Get this treasure chest, and that is the last one. Helena is cleared. Look at him. He looks like that one cat. The cat meme. You know what I'm talking about? Like the distorted cat where it's staring at you. Oh my god. He looks just like that. If I actually end up editing this, I'm gonna put that cat in there. The picture. That'd be hilarious. But I don't think I probably will add any edits into this. I'm just gonna let it flow, baby, let it flow. And I know we got a leather jacket earlier out of the treasure chests, but I'm 90% sure we don't even need it, because that's what we have on currently. Unless I can equip it to Shauna. Let me check, actually. Yeah, I can't equip it to Shauna. Okay, cool. So yeah, just wait until you get Shauna and then do that. Now, right now, you are about to fight a boss, so use a healing potion if you're down at all, like I am. Save, because this boss is a doozy. It's a huge step up from the current, what's the word? Difficulty that we're at right now. And make sure you equip that leather jacket to Shauna. She'll definitely need it. Because she has super low everything. And this guy's here to help us. Healing item, Angel's Prayer, Spark Head. No. We don't need any of that just yet. I'm debating on healing Dart again, but I don't think I'll actually need to. I honestly think I should have. Because Frugal is a DPS powerhouse. He's insane. He has, I think, 3 attacks. And I think his strongest one is when he chucks a literal boulder at you. It can deal like 18 or 20 something damage. Which at this point in the game is unheard of. I mean, I haven't even seen something past 7. Unless Lavis was dealing 9, I honestly can't remember. Yeah. So they're making Frugal out to be this bloodthirsty, cold-hearted, killing machine monster. Which he is, 100%. And now we have 3 party members. So what I'm going to start out doing is attacking the ads. I'm going to attack the ad on the right first, since he's the one that attacked. If I was to attack the one on the left, he'd be at red health. And he'd use magic. I don't want that. Letting Shauna attack because she's not going to do that much damage. Dark can KO whoever. See, he's still going to be blue. But the good thing is, even if you're still blue, when someone else attacks you, like Dart or Lavitz, I think it's Lavitz, you're going to be KO'd. So I'm going to do, make sure she's healed all the way. Gonna have Lavitz attack. And you're gone. But that's not it. We got a hit on Frugal. See, that move isn't too bad. Shauna, she's just gonna be there to attack. If anyone gets low on health, she's gonna be there to heal. Now this is when he calls in his main guard. Now these guys are annoying as hell. 3 reasons. They're called Senior Wardens. 1, they're fast. 2, they're strong. 3, when you KO them, they throw out an all party-wide magic attack. And it deals a decent amount of damage. At least to Lavitz because it's fire. And I'm pretty sure he might be weak against fire. Nope, that one's not KO'd yet. Like I said, see, they've taken 3 strikes from us already and they're still alive. And Frugal's just here, look at that, 18. Woo, nugget. This should KO? Yep, KO'd. Now here's an all HP attack. The only good thing about this is they can't get it stronger. It's just at that one. God, Jesus. 26. Let me think. I'll attack with you. When it's Shauna's turn, I'll heal them. Shauna's gonna be my main healer. Oh, 4! And I can power up. Completely forgot about that. And when they power up, and by they I mean any enemy, they kind of get a different moveset. You'll see what I'm talking about when he attacks. Unless it's just stronger for this one. I need Shauna to get another turn. Oh! You deal less damage as well. Shauna to heal you. Once I get down to usually a third or somewhere below health, I love to heal. Honestly, 50%, somewhere around there. Just because enemies can surprise you and nuke you. You never know what they've got up their sleeve. Unless you're me, then that's different because I played this a gajillion one times. And for the most part, I won't be taking any of the easy way outs for fights. By that I mean, there are some enemies in boss fights that you can use items against that will instantly kill them. I'm gonna refrain from doing that because I want to get the additions. We'll have her block, we don't want to get any KOs. I want to get the addition completions in. Addition completions really mean a lot. So if you can get any of them, that's the best choice to do, in my opinion. I'm glad I blocked with her. Jesus! Look at that. Frugal... He hitting different for real. I don't think Frugal will actually attack Shauna, so I'm just going to have her attack. It's fine. She can deal some damage. And that did 9 because I was guarding, so I took a little less. When I was a kid, I always thought this guy looked like a demon. Ooh, nice miss. Just because he doesn't have any pupils, his eyes are just white. He's like a giant evil face. I'm debating on going all out right now and just not healing at all and just continually attacking. We'll see what's going on. Ooh, one thing too. If your character gets KO'd during a fight, they will not get... Not during a fight, but at the end of the fight, if they're still KO'd, they won't get any experience during boss fights. Do not let that happen. Even if you have to waste another turn in Angel Prayer someone, do it. Because boss fights give an insane amount of experience, and you really, really need all that experience, I promise you. It's a level up. It's invaluable. I'm getting a little sketched out. On Shauna's next turn, I'll heal someone. Whoever gets hit by Frugal next is gonna get healed. I think I always kind of cut this close just because I'm being weird with my healing items. Oh, shit! Okay, well, we didn't get far without our first death, but that's because I was just being stupid. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Now you get to see the Angel's Prayer animation. That'll be 13. Oh, 6, okay. I'm definitely gonna have him guard. Nah, I lied. I'm gonna attack. I don't care. He's almost KO'd. Lavis gets a turn next. That's one thing about Lavis. He is kind of slow. I think one more attack we should be good. One dart. Come on, Brody. Come on. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, I'm really in a pickle. Come on. Shauna got it. Yes! Whew, okay. I was gonna be like, okay, he's about to KO somebody, and I only have one Angel's Prayer left. So yeah, you see that difficulty spike, right? Oh, we got 4 potions. Holy crap, Knight Shield. Maybe I could use a little more potions in that fight. Who watches the Warden? Let's go! Platinum trophy, baby! I'm 100% gonna platinum this. After I'm done with this first intro part, I'm going to scroll through the trophies and see what they all are, because I'm gonna platinum trophy this. I'm 100%ing the actual items in the game, so a platinum trophy is a given, if I'm being honest. I just need to remember what they all are. I think they're all pretty straightforward. Alright, so you can see that they are furious that they lost Shauna. We're just gonna follow this little path that's strewn out through us. The world map isn't too crazy. There's just predetermined places that you can go to. Alright, this guy can be a little doozy because you see he's green, right? By his name. When I was a kid, I never noticed this. Yeah, Dart's KO'd. That sucks. But if you just saw, I meant to show you, sorry. It shows that that's the element the enemy is. So if you don't know what their weakness is, you can just look at that and you should be good. KOs don't matter at this point in the game. Especially since Dart is going to be with us the whole time. He'll get the most experience out of anybody in the entire game. Look at Lavit's slow self. He does have full plate of armor on though. He's got his all knight getup. In a couple minutes, I will actually be showing y'all where a secret treasure chest is. I think there's 2 or 3 in this entire game that I have no idea how you would know they're there. And as a kid, I never did. I found them as an adult. This one isn't too crazy because it's just, I think, like 200 gil. But getting that much money in a treasure chest is unheard of in this game. Because gil is pretty hard to come by. And yeah, unless you're farming it from a certain special enemy encounter on disc 1, you're not going to get much. They got spooked by some little bunny things. I wish there was auto text too, like it would automatically scroll past these. I wouldn't have to click X every single time. That'd be cool. But sometimes I just don't pay attention. I just look off in my room or wherever. I start texting, you know, replying to people I haven't replied to for an hour because I'm making this playthrough. I'm gonna heal right now. The horsey. Okay, so this chest right here, I always knew it was there, but some people said it was secret. Look at the bottom left hand of the screen, at the corner of the text box, where that green tree is. You see that little treasure chest right there? Yeah, some people didn't notice that, and I see how easy it is to miss. Also, when you get KO'd, you respawn with 1 HP in the next fight. These guys are fast, so they might just KO him. Ooh, come on. Get one more, get one more, get one more, get one more, get one more. The fact that Lavitz went first is insane. And these guys can heal themselves. Super annoying. Once they get down to like red or yellow HP. Now I am playing this game extremely aggressive, which is something I normally wouldn't. Honestly, I'm just gonna run. I don't feel like doing this right now, especially since we're right by the hut to heal at. There's just no reason for me to struggle and use items. Because to beat that fight, I would have to use items. I don't feel like doing that. Boom, Total Vanishing. Total Vanishing is an item that automatically KOs any minor enemy. This is one of the items I was talking about that could insta KO some enemies in boss fights. Not the actual bosses, but the ads that you might not realize can be KO'd by total vanishing. I'm referring to a boss fight at the end of Disc 1. I will address that when we get to it. I won't be using it, like I said. But, yeah. If you want to, that's a viable option. If you don't want to use additions, if you're not that good with additions and you need to use items to compensate, completely fine. That's your playstyle. I'll show you how to do it when we get there. See, now we're talking about the black monster. And here you go with Dart's tragic backstory. A monster killed his village and his parents. It was located farther north from here. Bazil is where Lavis is from. Imperial Sandora is where the King Dole is. The guy who was ordering around Frugal. Oh, Emperor Dole, not King Dole, sorry. Yep, that dragon was fair-brained. Comment below, actually, on what games you'd like to see get a remake. Trying to have some conversation with y'all. And also comment below on if you like this format or not. I want to try to cater to y'all. I love doing commentated walkthroughs because I can connect and kind of show y'all my personality as well as explain what's going on in the actual game instead of just like adding text into the description or some bull crap like that. I can't remember what I have to do right here. I am going to show you where the other treasure chest is though. It's not over there, sorry. Oh, I think it is. It is over there. Wait, where is it? I don't think we can go back over there just yet. I don't know. I can't remember. But here we have these disgustingly annoying enemies. I know some of the random encounters might be annoying. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Grinding and getting into encounters is part of JRPGs. Also, I heard that this game, before it came to the US and North America, was insanely difficult. That they actually toned it down on official release in the US and NA and stuff like that. So the JP version is actually harder, which I would honestly love to play. Because a harder version of this, a harder Linus, I can't imagine a harder Linus. Now this right here is where we came. Boom, cave. Who knew it? Who knew that? Who? It's just 100 gold, or gil, whatever you want to call it. But damn. Who would have known? Let me walk into a wall and see. That's one good thing about these games, that they can hide clips of things behind others. Alright, you have to examine this before you can chop down a tree. Now we can go back over here. Look at the tree up top, then go get the axe, and then chop it down. And I know I mentioned it before, but always attack the enemy that just attacked you. Because you'll have more chances to attack them and KO them before they can do some sort of crazy attack with their low HP. So this guy's gonna use blood sucking more than likely. Yep. I should have just guarded with Shauna, wait till he attacked with a regular attack, and then use my other guys to just KO them immediately. Right now, just kind of bare bones because this is the beginning of the game. And look, he gets Spinning Cane. That is his second edition. Nice. Let's see how strong it is. Now, like I said, with Lavitz, I'm not going to use him in my final party, so it actually doesn't matter which editions I have on him, because I'm not going to use it, so he doesn't matter. Plus, he gets all of his editions a lot faster than anyone else, so I can equip like his super strong ones a lot earlier than others would be able to. Yep, see? Examine this. Go back to the shack. Get the axe, and then head on out. We sure can. Alright. There you go. You can actually pet the horse too. But I'm just not gonna waste my time on it. Sorry, horsey. Sorry, y'all, but you know I gotta change that camera angle. Also, just comment below who's your favorite character in the game. What's your favorite team to play? Like Dart, Shauna, Lavitz, Dart, Rose, Maru, Dart, Hashel, blah 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 blah. I don't want to spoil all the characters if you haven't played it, but yeah.
Double flash.
Bum, 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 bum. And I know I was doing a challenge run for this game. It was no items and no Dragoon, or was it just no items? I can't remember. But it was just too hard to go through the entire game and just record and do all the editing. It was taking way too long. Just because this game in itself, the dialogue is just so like egregious. There's just so much that it just, yeah, it was taking too much out of me, and I apologize if someone wanted to watch that. Maybe I'll finish it one day, but it was also on emulator, so it was a lot harder to record. Meanwhile, that's why I'm making all these saves on this one, so that one day if I do decide to do something like that, I can just have all these saves already. And it won't take as long. I can ignore all the BS fights and traveling and dialogue and just keep on going. Because I basically do the same builds every single time. Come here. Let's pet the baby. Come here. Come here. What the horse you doing? He won't come to me. He doesn't like me. He said he sees red. He just walks away. Here's an item. Angel's Prayer, fantastic. We need all of them. Oh, we get to encounter right beside this family. I wonder if they were going to get attacked by these guys and we just saved them. Let's say that, yeah. That's what happened. Now, one thing about Shauna is she may not be strong physically, but she is probably the strongest magic attacker in the entire game. Besides someone else, not gonna spoil. And then Dart should get a turn, and we should be able to KO that mole. Because that mole can throw dirt at us, and I think it'll do a decent amount of damage. Alright. We need you to close this out, Lavitz. Come on, put your speed to use. There you go. Now, I don't know if talking to this family has any significance, or if they appear anywhere, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Yeah, this is someone from Sandora. So we're gonna lead them to Basil. Or Basil, whatever you want to call that, I don't care. I think this is just some character development for Lavitz. You can see how compassionate he actually is, and how it doesn't matter if you're from the enemy's city, he'll still show compassion and treat you like a human and make sure that you're taken care of. He's also saying to go stay with his mom over in Basil, I think. He's an awesome guy. Let's see if they... I don't know if they gave me any items or not. I can't remember. Yeah, no, they just thank us. No reason to go down there to the left. There's no items, I believe, unless there's a path, whatever. It's nothing of significance. Now we're in the limestone cave. It's a cave, so naturally we're gonna have the poison debuff to deal with. Also, I will be showing you where another secret treasure chest is. I found this as an adult. Run all the way down here. You hit that. Walk around. Boom. Healing potion. So it's not the best, but also not the worst by a long shot. Could have been something better. I don't know. But hey, I'm not complaining. Now, one thing about these guys is Dart or Lavitz can one-shot KO those bats, so that's what I'm gonna let them do. Those ugly balloons can poison you, as well as run away once you get them to a certain amount of health. Oh, come on. That's one thing that's annoying is the miss. That's definitely frustrating. Screaming bats. I think these guys can confuse you. I'm not sure. I can't remember if I'm being honest. And also up here is actually a really good farm spot. If you want to run around, farm some additions, farm some experience, really, really good spot. I'll show you when we get to it. We're about, I think, 2 areas away. Alright, so with this, you want to go down here. First, you'll get this. And also, while you're choosing with which path you go on, so you have to hit like the directional buttons or whatever. So I'm gonna choose up. I'm gonna go straight down right here, and this is Bastard Sword. It's a new sword for Dart. We love that, making him stronger. We need it. Oh, I forgot to put that on. He's 2 and 13, 7 and 18. Way better. Defense 14. Yeah, we'll put this on Dart. Lavitz already has an insane amount of physical defense. I gotta remember to put items on. Sometimes I do forget, especially when I'm rushing like I am. Now you can miss these. If you accidentally go forward, you will not be able to go back. So make sure you don't mess up on your direction. There's another total vanishing. You see, it's good that they wait there, but if you go too far forward, they will follow you and you won't be able to go back. No bueno. The second time I saved his life. That's because we bros. We brodies, bro. Sure will. Bros for life. The bromance is real, man. I love it. All right, right here is where I was saying the really crazy farm spot is. You saw those green little fireflies over there? They're called pyreflies, and they instantly heal you. They don't cure status ailments, I think, but they do heal you. So you can literally just run around in circles there and have free healing. You don't use items or anything. It's really good for right now, if you wanted to farm and level up. Jesus. She's getting murked. I don't know why I'm getting hit so hard. I don't feel like I'm behind on anything. I definitely didn't farm at all. Goodbye. Wow, they do not like Shauna. That's crazy. Her next turn, I'm gonna have her just block. Now these guys, I think when they get to low health, they can do an all-out attack, which hurts you a lot. I want to say he's gonna attack and use it now since he's at yellow. He'll be at red, unless Lavitz gets a turn. Oh, they can heal. That's what it is. Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter. And it takes your turn. Goodbye. You wasted it, dummy. I almost messed that up. It was a little late. Okay, I'm actually gonna have everyone attack right here because I want this guy gone. That's if he doesn't get another attack before Lavitz. There you go, perfect. You'll love it. And farming levels really does help because you gain a ton to your max HP. Like later on in the game, when you get a new level, you can get like plus 200, plus 400, something like that. I want to say at the end of the game, my dart usually has about, I want to say like 6,000 health, which is insane. Also, if you're still here, let me know if you enjoy watching someone farm on screen or if you like seeing it done off screen more and then just watching a video where they're like, oh, I farmed for a couple hours and this is what I got. I always kind of bounce between doing it on screen and then doing it off screen because I know some people really enjoy that and watching the grind as well as feeling like they didn't miss anything from the actual playthrough. Because I got to see it all. I got to see you grind, level up, get all the items or whatever you got. But it does consume a bunch of time recording it, uploading it as well, voicing it, all that crap. So it's always something that I'm like, if y'all like it, I'll do it. But if it's not going to be received well, then I just would rather save both of us the time and effort. Dun, 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 dun. I think after we're done with this area, I'll call it. We're at about an hour and 24 minutes right now, an hour 23:30. I would definitely like to not have this run to like 2 hours. That's just asking a lot for someone to stick around and watch. Yeah, that guy, he can poison you. And that guy can as well. Once he's at red, he uses an attack that I think auto poisons you. But this guy doesn't have too much health, so it's best to get rid of him first, if I'm being honest. There you go. Shauna also does not have any additions. She only has one shot with her bow. That's why most of the time on my other playthroughs when I used her, I just had her guard so that my guys could get one extra attack off. I just felt like it was the smartest thing to do in that situation. Alright, so you can go left or you can go right. Go left. Right is where the area is to leave and the boss. Left is where some more items are, which you would love to get. What you're going to need to do is get this right here. And then you're going to want to catch this guy. Can get a little difficult if you're messing up like I am and catching. But you see how we're slowly catching up with him? Got him. Didn't take too long. I knew as a kid I could never get him. You follow him over here. He'll leave you a chest. I think it's a poison guard. Boom. Poison guard. What we're going to want to do, put this on one of your characters. Avoids poison. Shadow doesn't matter. Put it on Lavitz or Dart. You're gonna basically want her to block this entire time anyways, just be a healer for this fight. And like I said, you see how we got a poison guard, right? Protects against poison. What do you think the boss is gonna have? Take a wild guess. Did you say poison? Well, you're right. Bum 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 bum. Evil spider. Doesn't look too evil to me. Just trying to live his life, chilling, killing. Quite literally, I guess.
Double flash.
Get this item. What is it? Charm potion doesn't matter. Worthless. This part right here, I don't know about anyone else, but this reminds me in Final Fantasy VII, when you're in the ice place and you're climbing up, you know, you're going to the North Crater, and you have to fight the what is that dragon's name? The like tri-element dragon? This place right here reminds me of it, except you're walking this way and going the opposite direction, but this looks smack like that area. I don't know. It's always just giving me like deja vu for some reason. Here we have a save point. I actually will save here. Alright, now let's see what my additions are at. 53, 34, okay. I could farm and get them leveled up before we fight the boss, but I'm not too worried about it. This right here should be a bandana. Oh, body purifier, and then a bandana is up here. I don't know if that bandana can actually be used by anyone. Let me see. It can, and it does nothing. It actually makes you weaker. That's kind of crazy. Alright guys, here we are. I'll be quiet until the boss fight starts. A giant snake. The guardian of the cave. What I'm going to do right here is I'm going to show y'all the first items. By items, I mean, so he's earth element. I want to say wind would do the most. I'm going to try spark net. The magic items in this game have another mechanic, which I thoroughly enjoy. You mash X as much as you possibly can, and the strength goes up by how many, like, percentage you can get it. Let's see what I can get. I haven't done this in forever, so don't judge me. Usually I can get it to about 200. 49. Wow. Having Shauna use the magic items is also a little, like, cheat, I don't want to say, but she is a magic attacker, so why not have her use the magic, right? So I think that did 46. Let's see what burnout does. I can't remember which one it's weak against. And I'll use my right hand for this. I used my left hand for it last time. Sorry if you can hear the button, by the way. $198, okay. 49, okay. One thing about this ball, oh, it's gonna poison us right here. Yep, dart's poisoned, that's fine. I could have used body purifier on it, but I'm not worried about it. I got all. I can just go to, well actually yeah, I'm gonna use a body purifier outside of the battle because I'm not gonna keep them anyways, I'm just gonna sell them. Now, one thing, if you want to level up your additions religiously and get them as strong as humanly possible, don't use any magic right here. Just block with Shauna, or use her as a healer, or making sure that your... See, it's gonna die right now. Or making sure that your guys have no debuffs on them. Status ailments, whatever you want to call them. Not debuffs, but status ailments. And I can get to 200. This should be KO'd. But it's not. We're actually going to skip the second phase of this fight. Like, one of its moves, it crawls up in that hole right there you see beside it. It might do it right now, actually. Yep, it is. So watch this. You can't hit it with anyone except magic attacks and or Shauna. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use another burnout, and this will probably KO it. It'll come down and we'll be good. I'm not going to mash this too hard, because I know it's about to get KO'd. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. That's the boss fight. We did an insane amount of damage with the magic attacks. I don't use them too often. That might be the only time I use them. Just because my additions and everything are way too weak, and I didn't want this to be 800 million hours long. Ooh, another trophy, baby! Don't call me trophy hunter for no reason. Nah, I'm not. I lied. What was that? War God's amulets. I think that's for making you hit easier, like raising your accuracy. I can't remember though. You won't use that. You literally won't use it at all. Unless you're farming a certain special enemy, you won't use it. And honestly, those special enemies I'm not going to fight because there's just no reason for that, in my opinion. I can tell you how to beat them, but I personally won't be doing it. You don't get anything except like a couple dollars from it. Not worth it. Yep, raises your hit rate. Once we get out of here, I will call it for this first 100% walkthrough, platinum trophy, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully my commentary's been loud enough, by the way. I've been sitting away from my mic. I didn't even pay attention to that. I'll do a save right here. One thing, when you're in the world map, you can save wherever you want. You don't need a save point. I know theoretically I could do that anyways because I can do save states just because of how this game was ported onto the PS5, but I won't use them for the most part. There's no need. Unless I need to leave and like go do something, nah. But alright y'all, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all. Show me some love on this. Let me know if you enjoy it, if you want to see more. Peace.